and smart contacts. So startup competitors will come into our marketplace using these technologies, using these thought processes, challenging everything we do and the way in which we design everything that we do. And they're pretty good. So if you look at some that are there, CoverHound, I was looking at the other day, is a price comparison site with an option to link direct through to a broker. InsureOn is a broker that provides clients the immediate ability to compare coverage and cost, either autonomously or in the US through a certified agent. Those two companies have already raised $90 million to support their initiatives. And as we know, customers are demanding new products every day. So a recent survey of people in the sharing economy found that 25% of those who believe that there's a risk of doing so said that they wanted to be able to activate or deactivate cover immediately when they felt the need to do so. About a quarter said they wanted to automatically be insured when they rented or bought a property or acquired certain possessions. And some of you, I'm sure some of you will have seen or used Trove, which is exactly that, an on-demand insurer that allows policyholders to insure single items such as your bike, your camera, your laptop, as and when you want to on an app. So at Lloyd's, we've recently been very keen on an insurtech called Parcel, which was one of the first participants in the Lloyd's lab, which have their own in-house accelerated technology, which is based on telematics for supply chain. Essentially part of the Internet of Things, it's sensors for marine cargo where you can tell exactly where cargo is at any point in time, what state it's in, and what action or intervention is needed at any moment in time. For those of you that are in marine insurance, you know the sea is littered with containers that fall off boats, so it'll be a way of helping us know exactly when that's happening. And I think the added value there, particularly for insurers, is that it creates a much stronger bond and contact with the customer, something we don't have as keenly as we would like. So as our sector remodels and reforms, everyone in the value chain must be clear on what their unique offer is within it and what it will become. And therefore we need to be very clear on what we're delivering. How far automated underwriting will go and how far it will affect the broking business models is yet to be determined. I think we have a vision at Lloyd's that automated underwriting sees brokers more in an advisory capacity, but spending much more time on high-value intervention and risk advice than they do in processing, and much less, therefore, on bureaucracy and the time that that takes at the moment, which currently is about 50% of a broker's life. How brokers resource investment in IT systems that can't only be compatible with insurers, but also accommodate greater flows of customer data is essential to the way in which we deliver insight and advice. The most dynamic players, those who can adjust their structures, their business models and processes most quickly, will deliver the quickest benefit to their client. Before I took on the role at Lloyd's, I went and spent some time with different industries who I thought were doing this well, or even businesses within insurance who would do it well. And I went to saw Admiral, that somebody will know, the direct insurer in Cardiff that I've known for a while. And I was interested in their real-time price cycle. So the claim automatically informs the price of the risk. And asked the question, how often do you change your pricing? I'm not entirely sure what I thought the answer to that question was, but the pricing director took a step back and said, it's a good question. On reflection, I think the most we've changed our pricing is 14 times in a day. So the world is changing dramatically in insurance around us. So how we build digital channels to engage with clients in the future, how we make use of the free data that's available in creating new business leads digitally or pricing or assessing risks, we need to consider. I think with the availability of secondary and tertiary data, most business clients, for us, only need one question to be asked to be able to price the risk, and that question is, who are you? Because I think there's more data available on us and businesses than we probably realise. So over the past 6 months, wearing a Lloyd's hat, we've been asking our stakeholders, and stakeholders have been everybody from brokers, insurers, capital providers, associated service companies, and very importantly customers, their views on what they want us to do. How can we supercharge innovation to provide much more relevant solutions for our customers? How can we strengthen trust and transparency? How can we reduce the cost of doing business? How can we improve our culture of the Lloyd's marketplace? How do we attract the talent? How do we attract the skills to do all of this in the short, medium and long term? And as I was saying a moment ago, we produced a consultation paper a week ago giving some potential answers to these questions. So if you haven't read it, do read it, because we are looking for everyone's feedback, and your feedback in this room is as important as anyone else's, on what you like and what you don't like. So we've talked about a very modern framework of a dual risk exchange that can operate on two platforms for both standardised risk and complex risk. Standardised risk sees cover being placed from anywhere in the world in minutes and at a fraction of today's cost. We're also talking about a flexible capital structure that allows risk to identify itself to the marketplace and for capital to attach to that risk immediately and in real time. And we talked about that automated claims process that I was referencing a moment ago that really does speed up the process of paying the claim and therefore the customer experience. All these ideas, we think, are something different in the way in which we approach solutioning for insurance. And as I was saying earlier, we do need to have the right people in the right roles to ensure those solutions can be delivered. So we're currently doing, within the Lloyd's environment, a full talent review of our own organisation so that we can understand exactly what we've got and that we can be satisfied that we've got a very strong succession pipeline for all of our current roles. However, if that's all we did, it would be a bit like steering a boat by looking at the wake. So we do need to look forwards and understand exactly what we're shooting for and what the implications this has for our talent needs in the future. Our best guess. So this is really where we're focusing next. So talent's a sector-wide challenge, and one we just have to get right if we're to keep insurance up to speed with the changes around us. If we don't, then our industry's future is very much under threat. It's pretty worrying to me that some companies aren't going about the ability to underwrite or grow cyber business because they can't hire people with the right skills. So if the two largest brokers in the world are betting the bank on cyber because they think that's the biggest growth engine in insurance, it would be inexcusable if we couldn't realise that opportunity because of the skills shortage. So I think insurance has got an awful lot going for it. The advice and the service that we provide offers help to reduce the risks for millions of people and businesses around the world, and we literally, as you know, spend billions every year in helping businesses recover from disaster. I don't believe there's another financial service that has anywhere near the equivalent social value. So this inherently valuable purpose, when it's aligned to an inclusive, diverse culture, innovative thinking, and a clear, personalised career, should be a much more compelling reason for anybody to work within our industry. So I think it's on us as leaders and the prospective leaders to make it so, and thereby secure the future of our sector. So the two thoughts I'd leave you with will be the one challenge that I give myself, which is, would I give the younger me the chance that you deserve? And I think you should be asking the senior leaders in your business that question. Would they do that? And if they answer yes, then ask them to give examples of where they've done it. And I would say for your own development, the best thing that ever happened to me when I was young in insurance was being sponsored. That was the thing that made the biggest single difference to me. Coaching was helpful, career development was helpful, mentoring was helpful, but actually having a sponsor made a real difference because it was someone who had your back but was also prepared to give you the breathing space to express yourself. So thanks very much for the opportunity to talk to you today.